Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhum Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and IS certified international educational and training institute. In last years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learners to respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar, courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like your own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and wow knowledge platform for gathering their knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, combat sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectations and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for this field of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concept for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP member are committed to offering effective base quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment boxes. Support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment boxes. Support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 1,770 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 1,769 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.edugp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for us with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy our feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate. Otherwise, not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you are an online quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organizes combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can actually prepare and download 18 types of research certificate from our website within minutes. Certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global inclusion in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge seeker, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement IGP knowledge seeking campaign 2020, 2021, and 2022. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2. Teaching English as a foreign language and assessment. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3. Digital Classroom Engagement Tools. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4. The New Trend in Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5. Upskilling Official Leadership and Managerial Skills. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6. Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7. Research Comprehension Approach. Certificate of Participation, Webinar Series 8. Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts, Certificate of Participation, Webinar Series 9. 21st Century Tool in Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000 plus international level quiz with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, education tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our Trust Student Services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous connection. You solve all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check it dashboard for all of the details. It's a cordial request to check all button and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will be benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our service. At present, we are going to start our 1770 webinar, which name is Use of Excel in Home Expense Budget, and today our speaker ma'am name is CA Pravina Nitin Aswal. She is from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker ma'am, I'll share a little bit about her. Financial advisor and business growth consultant, chartered accountant, Satara, Maharashtra, India, tax consultant, direct tax, income tax, TDS, and income taxation, GST, profession tax. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, please present your presentation.
Yes. Is it visible? Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. The presentation is visible. You can start your presentation now.
Okay. So, thank you very much, IGP, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, this is very important topic, use of Excel in home budget. Because everything we earn, it is important to spend it wisely to keep track of all our expenses. So thank you very much for choosing this topic, and I congratulate audience also to to watch this video. And I am sure that definitely it will help to keep track of your expenses and in your day-to-day life. So the agenda for the today's session is, we will first decide why we want to prepare the budget, what are the components of the budget. Then that in detail we will look after the each component, that is our income, our expenses, what are various formulas we used in Excel to tabulate our budget effectively, how we can use Excel effectively to uh, tabulate our budget, then making the analysis and making adjustment, taking decisions, how we are going to track the expenses on our budget, and how we can adjust if any changes is required in the budget. And if there are Q&A session also, if audience is having any questions, or any queries, they can ask in the chat box. And even if organizer permits, they can start their videos and ask their questions. So thank you very much. uh, First of all, I am a chartered accountant, so financial advisor, and also a homemaker. So I noticed that it is very important to keep the track of the expenses in the home budget, because whatever we earn, if we don't keep the track of our expenses and don't budget properly, then the goal of our earnings is not achieved. So the ma'am has, thank you very much for the kind introduction. I'm practicing chartered accountant since 19 years. I'm practicing. I'm homemaker in our family. Me and my there are me and my husbands. We have two kids, and we are six members. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are with us. So while keeping or preparing the budget for our home, we have to keep the information, or we have to keep the track of expenses of all the home members, because it is a home budget. So the requirement of each individual should be taken care of while preparing the budget. So the goal of the webinar will be, we are keeping the track, we are keeping the track of all the expenses. We will decide what are our goals for the preparing of the budget, how we can keep track of our expenses, how we can have financial controls over our income. Is there any provision for the emergency, or if we are going to make a big investment or huge capital investment, then what are the resources, how we can, should we invest in that money in that capital asset, etc. And if all is properly tabulated, then it will definitely reduce the stress. So first of all, we will going to see how a well structured budget sheet gives us or help us in our life. So first of all, it gives us financial control. So we are able to keep the track of all our income and expenses. What are our income? What is our income head? How we are going to spend the income? How what are our expenses? What are our future plans? If I suppose the audience for this lecture is mixed audience, so maybe the beginners who have not full liability for on their head, they have started earning their income, and they want to know more about how they can budget their income and save properly for their futures. There are also businessmen who must be having attending these lectures, so they can keep track of their income, and how they are going cap their money, hard earned money. Then what are their financial goals? Are they able to prepare their invest how they are going to invest their money? Is there any requirement to increase their income? Is their income sufficient for the what sufficient for their expenses? All these we will consider while preparing the budget. Then there should be funds for any emergencies, because in family we have to be ready for any emergency. Maybe their hospitalization expenses, or maybe there various opportunities for which we require funds. So we should have prepared some funds for the emergency purpose. Then if there are any debt taken, like for students, if education loan is taken, or if you are purchased new home, then if any education loan is taken, or if you have started any new businesses or business expansion, have you taken any loan? Then for reducing that loan, or how are we able to generate the sufficient income to repay the debt? So this all will be considered in our budget sheet. And then, are we saving properly for your futures? Is their income or saving sufficient for our future plans? This all will be also kept track in the budget. So, and if the we know what is our income and what are our expenses, then we will live a stress-free life, because we are totally aware about all the financial aspects of our life. Then it is with it is a help to better communicate with our family members, because in market daily new things are coming, the and expectations of the members are also increasing. So as you know, the new iPhone is launched, so I want to purchase the new iPhone. So there are various demands from the children. So is my income sufficient, or is am I having provision in my budget for such increased expenses? And if it is not there, the provision is not there in budget, so I can communicate with the family members that there is no provision in the budget, and we will postpone it to the future, or so the budget help all of us to take the informed decision, and it will also help to take care of all the family requirements. So budget help us for better communication within the family. It helps to take the informed and collective decision in the family. Also, if budget is prepared, it involves a financial discipline, because financial discipline is very important. You cannot go spending whatever money you have in your bank account currently, and later there is a financial crunch or financial crisis, and you have to take a loan, or you have to go for some borrowings from the other person. So financial discipline is created with the help of the budget. Also, tax planning is important. Tax planning is not the part of home budget, because whatever income considered in making the home budget, it is after paying the taxes on the income. But yes, definitely the house tax or other corporate other taxes which are charged by the local government bodies or municipalities are the part of the home budget, so that should be considered. Also, whatever is your age while making the budget, you should have to make retirement planning, because you want to retire at the some age of your life. You should enjoy whatever you are earning in life, and if you are a salaried person or employees, you have to definitely make the retired planning, because there is laws to take the retirement from the salary or employment. So retirement planning is also important. Also for businessmen, retirement planning is important, because whatever efforts they put in your business, they are getting that much of earnings from their businesses. So they should plan properly how they are going to have sufficient income at the age when they are going to retire from the active earning, or where when they are going to retire from their businesses. Also, what are the instruments available for the investing your funds is very much important. There are various tools to prepare this budget, but today we are going to see how we can use Excel to prepare our budget and keep track of our expenses. So the last but not the least, everything we do is for our peace of mind. So if we have prepared a well prepared budget, we have known our financial goals, and we are having financial discipline, we are going through our budget. So there is definitely peace of our mind in our day to day lives. So let's move, or let's prepare ourselves how we are going to prepare our budget sheet. For preparing budget sheet, we should have basic information ready with us. That is, what are our income sources, various incomes we are earning, what are our expenditures. So while considering income, the income of all the family members should be considered while preparing income, and it should also consider the income from all the sources from which we are earning the income. Then what are expenditure? In expenditure, the expenditure of all the family members should be considered, and all the heads of the expenditure should be considered. May it be the groceries, the house rent, the corporate taxes, the medicines, the entertainment, the traveling plans, the repayment of the loan, or system monthly SIPs or investment. What you are going to make, all this should be considered while setting up your budget sheet. Then have you taken any loan? Is there any loan installment which you are going to repay? This all should be considered. So we are going to prepare the budget for monthly budgeting and for annual budgeting also. And if there are future plans in your future, so that like you are preparing budget in the month of the October, and your son is going to abroad in December for his future education. So what funds he required, you have to take considered while preparing budget for the year. So while setting up your budgets, you have to take care of all these things. These are some sample budgets. I hope it is visible. So the budget is prepared. This is example of annual budget. That is, budget is prepared from January to December, and total is taken for the year. All the income heads are considered, like salary, interest, dividends, uh, rent, or any other head. And there are different income streams for different persons, so you can make changes in the budget as per your income heads. Then there are various expenses like rent of the house, or the car expenses, the groceries, the insurance expenses, laundry expenses, or milk expenses, electricity bills, or driver salary, home or maid salary. These are all the heads of the expenses which should be considered. So the budget is not only tabulating the income and expenditure, but it also, as I said earlier, it should take considered number of all the family members in your family, and what are the what and you have to keep track of all your income and expenditure over the period. Maybe you can keep you can keep weekly track, or you can keep monthly track, and accordingly make the changes. These are some of the templates of the budget. According to your convenience and your requirement, you can prepare the budgets in whichever format you like. So we have seen some of the formats of the budget. So what should be considered while taking into consideration the income? So if you are salaried person, or if you are employee, then you are getting monthly salary, and there are as per your employment agreement or bond, there are increments in the salary. So while preparing budget, you should consider what is your salary income, and that also, while salary the figure of the salary or take home salary should be considered. So maybe you are earning 10 lakhs, but there are deduction from the salary, that is you are paying taxes from the salary. There are provident fund deductions, gratuity deduction, leave encashment deductions, or if you are using any facilities from the company, there are various deductions from the salary. So while considering income from the salary, only take home salary or salary which are coming in your hand should be considered. Then if you are businessman, then business income should be considered. And business income, so you have to prepare separate budget sheet for your businesses, and from that businesses how much net cash inflow is generating, that should be considered in your home expense budget sheet. So, while preparing budget, it should be prepared collectively by taking into consideration and the requirement and suggestions of all the family members. Then there are various income from the investment also. Like if you are having share investment, then there are dividends given by the companies. So it should be while preparing budget, you should be considered in which months you are receiving that dividends, and accordingly in that month you can prepare plan for the expenditure. Then various governments benefits, like government Indian government are paying to the farmers some monthly income, or during COVID they have given some grants or benefits through the uh, citizens. So according to your country, you should be considered if you are getting any government benefits in the monetary terms, then it should be considered in making your home budget. Then if any other expenditure, like there are functions in the family and you are expected to receive some gifts, then you can consider in your budget as income head. These are some of the income head which you should consider while preparing your budget income side. Then now we look the other important side, that is expenses side of the our budget. So as we are preparing the home budget, we will consider the expenses side related to home only. So we have to pay monthly rent to the landowners. Maybe there are some obligations that it required to pay quarterly rent. So in which quarter, in which month your quarterly rent due is expected, you should consider the rent expenses in that month only. Then there are groceries. Are you purchasing groceries weekly or monthly, or you are going to take annual some groceries? Like in India, some groceries we take, and in the season we take fresh groceries purchased and stores for whole of the years. So according to your expenses pattern in the groceries, you should be considered these expenses in your budgets. Then transportation expenses or traveling expenses. So is there any requirement to travel to the market? So what are the traveling expenses? What are the, if your students are studying in the schools, so what are their transportation expenses from daily going to schools? Or are they are you having vehicles for each member separately? So what are the transportation expenses or diesel or gas expenses for each vehicle should be considered. So there may be some changes in the transportation expenses, like they are going to children are going to change the schools, or they are going to take additional classes, or if you joined some organizations and you have to go. So there are changes in the expenses patterns. So while preparing budget, these changes in the expenses pattern should be considered. Then there are savings goals. So you are having saving plans and you have committed to save monthly some funds from your home expenses. So that should be considered in the expenses. Though it is savings, you are that is not expenses, but that is cash outflow from your budget. So while preparing budget, you should consider it in the cash outflow. Then there are some investment SIPs, like your mutual funds or shares. You have make some SIPs, that is systematic investment plans. So accordingly, that should be considered in expenses. Then there are, if you have taken any loan, that is education loan or home loan or loan for your TV, fridge, or any expenditure, and there is a loan installment, then while preparing budget, you should be considered that loan installment. It is very important to repay loan installment regularly, otherwise it will be default, and whatever expenditure you have taken for that asset or instrument, that will be in that will create disasters. And if there are medical expenses for elderly persons, they have to purchase fixed expenses uh, monthly. So there are fixed medicine monthly if they are diabetic patient or any other patient. So you should consider that expense beforehand. Then expenses on your school fees or tuition fees, or any other classes fees which children joins, all these considered while preparing uh, home budget. So the as we have seen, the budget may be simple, that is just income and expenditure and the total remaining amount, or you can use the graphs and charts for effective visualization of your budget, so you can get the quicker idea from your budget and it will become interesting also. Like this is pie chart, so you how you can know how much money you are spending on which head. So this type of graph help us to get a clear visualization or picturization of our budgets, and accordingly we can make changes in our budgets also. So there are we can make customized budgets, or in excels there is option of various ready-made templates. We can use these templates for the preparation of our budgets. So we will going to see how we can use these templates in the preparation of our budget. So let us move. I will show you how we can make the budget with the Excel file. I'm sharing my screen. So this is a simple Excel book. I hope it is visible. Organizers, can you help me? Is my screen Excel book visible to the audience? Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. This is simple Excel file which I have opened, and now we are going to make our budget for our homely expenses. So as I said, I'm going to enter various income streams. This is income. I am salary person, so I will show salary income. If you are businessman, then business income. I have a shop which I given on rent, so I am getting regular shop rent also. So this is one of the head. Then I have investment in FD. So I'm getting regular interest in my bank account. So I will add FD interest as in my income head. So I'm having FD income, I have shop rent, I have salary income. So these are all my income heads. So here I will put what are the budgeted figures. So maybe there are some changes. This is budget, this is actual, and this is if there is any difference. Okay, so I'm having a fixed salary of 40,000. So maybe some person are having salary income only, no business income, but I'm doing side business also. So I'm earning 25,000 from my business income. I have some shop which is given on rent, so which I'm getting 10,000, and I'm not giving monthly interest on FD, so no interest. This is for monthly budget, so zero. And now here we are going to uh, make the total of this income head. So is equal to then sum column, then I will select all the columns for which I am going to make the total, and this is my total income, budgeted income. So if we are going to, there are various options. I hope audience is familiar about these functions of the Excel. If not, there are various tutorials available on the YouTube which you can show how to use the Excel. Because as we are, the topic for our today's session is how to use Excel for our home expenses. We are using these expenses. We are using Excel effectively. So this is our income. I will give the title to the table, income. Okay. Then accordingly, I will make, I'm just copied and paste uh, to save the time from the formatting. And now I'm going to list expenditure. So what are the heads of the expenditure? Rent, then groceries, medicine, traveling, laundry, and electricity, bills. Whatever heads you want to add, you can add here. uh, we can put there are various ready-made formula options available, so this is auto sum option. You can use this option to make the sum. I will select the sheet cells from which I want to make the auto sum. So this is auto sum formula. So my house monthly rent is 8,000. I'm going to spend around 6,000 on my groceries, then medicine of 1,000. It will require 1,500 for traveling, laundry expenses around 700, electricity bill 800. So as I have put here the formula, there is a auto sum. So this is a budget. Oh, so I am having very much saving. So what are I will increase some heads. Then I have made for which I have to pay 12,000. Then I have some mutual fund investment. So mutual fund SIPs, 20,000, because I have to make planning for my retirement, or my kids are growing issue and they are going to in college. So I have to prepare for their fees. So these are investments. Then for I have to give personal pocket money to my children. So I will have to consider that in my budget. Two kids, 1,000 per kid. So no, actually 5,000 per kid. So it is 10,000. Total 60,000. So I'm having surplus this month. So surplus, and now you can use the formula to subtract the figure. So you have to put is equal sign. Then with the help of the cursor, you have choose the cell from which you have to deduct. Uh, I have choose the income head, then minus sign, and then I will move cursor to the expenses head. So I have having total budgeted surplus of 15,000. And if this is the October budget, the current month, October 2023. Then actual expenditure, as I have taken leave in the month of September due to various festival like Ganesh festival and etc. So there are deduction from the salary. So actual I have got 25,000 only. The business income is good, so 27,000. The shop rent 10,000, and no FD interest. So I have put here auto sum formula, auto sum. This is the sum. And here also I will use the subtraction function is equal to the cell, budget cell minus actual cell, and here is the difference. So this is actual minus budget. So there is a deficit minus figure, that is deficit. Then 2,000 surplus in the business income, shop rent, there is no change, and FD interest. So here we also put the sum formula 13,000 minus there is deduction in the income in the month of October. So now we will put actual expenditure here. Rent fixed 8,000. Then for grocery, I have spent, as it is festive season, there are some more expenses I have to made on the groceries. 8,000. Medicine generally, as per budget. Traveling, there is some increase. Laundry 700, electricity bill 800. Then the maid also have to some leaves, so I have reduced her salary, so 10,000. SIPs are fixed, I have to spend compulsorily. Pocket money generally fixed because kids do not listen, so this is total. And now we will see what is difference between the actual and budgeted figures. So is equal to sale of the actual figures minus sale of the budget figure. Control C, I will copy the formula, then select the cell, and I will put it Control V. And again, I can Control C, copy the formula, and Control V. So in expenditure, there is only 100 rupees difference, and in income there is 13,000. So as per budget there should be surplus of 15,000, but here as per actual figures my income is 62,000 minus my expenses is 60,100, and there is only surplus of 1,900. So this is the basic Excel sheet we have used for our budgeting. Accordingly, we will prepare monthly sheets for all the months. So I will rename this sheet as October 2023. And on plus sign, I will put, and this sheet will be prepared for the week. I can prepare sheet from the next month. Alternatively, on the October 23 sheets, I will click, right click on the mouse, and I will move or copy. So I can create a copy of the sheet, and my new sheet is ready. Accordingly, though this is October month, you are planning for the whole year, so you can take into consider April to January to September months. You can prepare or check how the what are the figures of actual expenditure and what are the figures for your expenses head. This is the simple template for preparing the budget. And there are, as I said, in Excel there are various other options which we can select from here. Click on the file, then new. So here various options are available. You can choose from there or you can type also. So this is like monthly personal budget you can create. So monthly personal budget template is open. Okay, let me share the new file which is open. So I will stop sharing my previous slide and I will share the screen of the new slide. Windows and monthly personal budget. Okay. This is the monthly personal monthly budget template which is I have selected from the Excel ready-made budget template option. Look how they have shown it very clearly, and the presentation is very attractive. I hope audience is able to view the budget. So till the platform allows audience to able to see the budget, Let us revise whatever we have learned till date. So, what is the primary purpose of the creating budget? Can you type in the chat box? Yeah, it is what primarily it is budget is prepared to track your income, or is it prepared to manage your finance effectively? Yes, right. The primary purpose of the budget is to manage your finance effectively. Then, uh, organizers, can you please help me whether you are able to show the screen? Okay. Yeah, this is a monthly personal monthly budget template ready-made, readily available in the Excel option. So look here, there is income head, there is extra income if you have in the month, and their actual monthly income. Then there is a projected cost or budgeted cost, actual cost, and what is the difference. What are various categories like mortgage, phone, electricity, gas, water, cable, west removal, etc. What are transportation expenses? Then what if there are loan installments? Then what are various figures available you have to pay? Then taxes, they have categorically showed very in different heads in detail for the purpose of the users. Then if you are having pet, that category is also considered. Then if there are festive seasons, you have to spend on the gifts or donations, that are considered in the budget expenses head. Then personal care, medical, clothing, dry cleaning, health, beauty parlor expenses or legal expenses, all these heads are detailed considered in ready-made budget template. So Excel has provided you the various type of these options, that is personal monthly budget. Then you can prepare weekly budget also, you can prepare daily budget also. So there are also various other options available in the Excel template. I will show you. Yeah, okay. So in Excel options, what are various figures are available? You can choose from these new templates. I can type here for the this is monthly company budget. You can choose various options from this Excel budget. So there are various option also. Uh, which are you we are using to prepare the budget, that is auto sum option, that is sum option, then subtraction option from the total of the cell, from one of the cell we will subtract total of the other cell, and uh, we will get the resulted figures. if you want to know various other options available in the Excel, I will show you. I will share the screen and we will open the Excel template and share. Okay, here is F, that is various functions available. So we are having here some function which we can use. So on which cell you want formula to be pasted, go to that cell and click on the F cell, and then as we have already selected here sum, it is showing that we will choose another cell, go to there, then click on the F and which function you want to choose. So if I want to use sum, then I will click on the sum. The formula is selected. Now it is asking me this which numbers I want to add. So I will select these four numbers and OK. So it is automatically selected four cells and total is done. So this is actual, this is what are expenses, and what is the surplus. So accordingly, we can plan how much surplus is available in this month, and if there is some deficit. So we will make some changes in this sheet. So suppose I'm sick and I'm not able to go to the office for whole month and my salary is zero in this month, so there is actual only 37,000 income, and the expenses is I have given leave to maid also because I am home, so expenses are 50,100. So there is deficit of 13,100, for which is I have to use from my savings, or if I made any investment in fixed deposit, I have to withdraw from that account. So while preparing this budget, we have to consider what is our cash balance available with us in the beginning of the month. So what is cash balance? What is bank balance? What are investments which I can liquidate in the at the time of the emergency? So investment in fixed deposit, investment in mutual funds, etc. So this will give me idea if there are I having sufficient or surplus funds available with me at the time of the emergency. So I am having 10,000 cash in the beginning of the month. Then my bank balance is 5,000. Investment in FD is 1,50,000. And investment in mutual fund zero. So at the beginning of the month, I am having total 1,65,000 available with me. And now I can, if these funds I have to use for the purpose in the purpose of deficit, then surplus or deficit in the month, I will take the figure here, surplus or deficit. So there is a deficit. I will copy that figure here. And what is the remaining balance in this month? So I will have, there is 13,100 deficit in this month. So I will use cash balance 10,000, and I can use 10,000 from my available cash balance, and I have to withdraw 3,100 from my bank balance. So we can write the closing balances here. I will quickly Control C, copy and paste all the informations. So I have to use all the cash balance. So I will do, the cash balance will be zero, and I have used 3,100 from my bank balance. So 5,000 minus 3,100, 1,900 available with us. So the closing balance is 1,15,1,900. So this is for the month of the October. Okay. Okay. This will be for the month of the September 23. And for the October, we have already prepared. So I will copy this sheet in October. So in September, my cash balance is zero. In bank, I am having 1,900. So my opening balance is 1,51,900, and there is surplus of 1,900, and my closing balance is 1,53,800. So the surplus is in hand only. So 1,900. That is 1,53,800. Likewise, you can prepare Excel sheet for the every month of the income, and accordingly you can plan your budget. So these are the basic templates available. We have prepared customized Excel template and also various other templates available in the Excel option I have showed you. You can check from the window and you can use that options. So we have prepared budget, we have derived the figure of the surplus or deficit. Now how we are going to analyze this budget and how we can going to use this information to take our financial decisions, we will have a look at that also. So let me share my presentation here. Slides. Okay. So we have taken how we can track expenses over the time, what will be, how we are going to derive the balances available with us, etc. We have considered while taking into consider the limited heads of the income and expenditure. You can change the Excel sheet as per your requirement. Why budget analysis is important? Because it will give us the information what cash balance or bank balance available with us. As you are having cash at home, cash is not going to increase, so you have to invest that cash uh, in mutual funds or FDs or any long term investment. So if you are only aware after calculating on paper what are your income and expenditure for the month, then only you can get to aware about what are the expenditures and how much money you have to keep for your expenditure. So as per budget, you have to keep some money for your expenditure, and you can invest remaining money in various financial instruments available in the market. You can invest in mutual funds, you can invest in shares, you can put it in saving account or fixed deposit account as per your future requirements. Also what are your goals, how you should consider what increment you are going to get in the salary, and if you want to buy home or you want to buy a car in near future, you should you can keep track whether you are keeping aside sufficient income for that purpose. So this Excel help you to keep the track of your goal also. And if there is any shortage of the funds, or if any month sudden expenditure are going to come, you will detect that early with the help of the excel sheet, month to month calculations. So analysis of the monthly budget sheet is very much important because it keeps you informed how you are going to spend in the next month or in near future also. So for that purpose, for making analysis, you have to review the budget regularly. So you are going to prepare the budget for future also, not only past, for future also. What are future expenses in short spans, like next week, next month, next year, next 5 years, or till your retirement planning also. For retirement planning also, budget will help you to put aside the funds, so you can identify what are your surpluses and how you are going to invest. So, and if you are the education of your kids is going to complete in near future, then they are going to earn, so accordingly you can reduce the expenditure on your kids education accordingly, and you are having surplus funds, you can invest that fund. Or if your debt or loan is going to close in near future, you are having sufficient surplus fund, then you can plan for another asset purchase, anything. So all these budget analysis help us to take the informed decision. Also, if any month there is a shortage in a budget allocation of 1 month, then you can use the budget, you can reduce the budget allocation for the other head, and you can use that resources for the purpose of the budget head or expense head for which there is a shortage of budget allocation. So the budget analysis help us to take the informed decision and have full charge or financial control of all our expenditure. So let us quickly review what we have considered in today's session. So, which Excel formula is used to calculate the sum of the range of the cell? We will use sum formula. Then we have considered various steps for the preparation of the budget. So these steps are, we will revise quickly. We have to consider all our expenditure, we have to write down all our income heads, then we have to consider income from all the investment also, we have to consider loan repayment, and we have to consider our future plans. This should be considered all while preparing the budget. So okay, I request organizers, if any questions from the audience, we can take now. I have prepared some questions to check the understanding of the audience. So you can self introspect yourself, that whatever information you have gained today, how you are going to apply. So what will be net savings in your budget? So savings is if there is only income more than your expenditures, then only there is net savings in your budget. And we can categorize the expenses in the budget in two heads. There are fixed expenses and variable expenses. So while allocating amount in your expenses budget, you can change the allocation to revenue or variable expenditure only. You cannot tell your landlord that though your rent is 8,000, I will pay you only 5,000. So if there is any emergency requirement in any other head of the income, you can change it from the variable head also. So what are the variable heads? You can change or reduce the expenditure on your personal expenses like traveling or hoteling, or you are going to visit your relatives, you can reduce that expenses only. You cannot reduce fixed expenses. So you have to review your budget regularly, like you have to review your budget weekly or even monthly. Otherwise you will get salary at after next month only. So at the end of the month there may be financial crunch in your hand. So you have to review your budget regularly and you have to plan your expenditure accordingly. So there are also various other options like charting, or you can prepare pivot table also. You can prepare pie chart also. You can uh, use various other formulas from the Excel for the purpose of making your budget very effective and attractive. Uh, are there any questions from the audience? Or I will ask some questions for the self understanding of the audience.
Ma'am, is the presentation is over?
Yeah, presentation is over.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition.
Yeah, ma'am, there are some questions on YouTube channel. Should I take that?
Yes, ma'am. I will. Yes, we have some questions from LinkedIn. Hi, ma'am. I have several questions. Firstly, I want to ask when reviewing a funding request, an executive tell us there's some inconsistency between approved budget and actual expenditure at a department. What should we do?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I think this person is asking the questions from the company or corporate budget for the corporate budget. So, he is asking while reviewing a funding request, what kind of information we do need. So, while preparing the corporate budgets, what are expenditure you are going to as budget we are preparing before incurring any expenditure. So, these all are estimates only. So what you are what for preparing budgets for your department, you the funding is provided by the finance department of the company. So you have to give the information to the finance department what all expenditure you are going to incur in the next month, what will be the traveling cost of your staff, what will be the salary cost of your staff. And if you are asking this question as a business owner, then there are various funding options for the purpose of the requirement of the business expenses. So if the funds are required for the business expenses, various loans are provided by the banks or financial institutions. Like you are going to purchase for the machinery, then bank will provide you the term loan. If you are going if you require funds for your working capital purpose, that is you are going to purchase for the stocks, or if there are funds are not you have not recovered from funds from the sundry debtors, then there is a some short period requirement of the funds, so you can request bank for the short term loan or cash credit loan from the bank. So it depends on what kind of for what purpose you require the funds. So if you are going to for if you are company and you are going for the expansion of the company, then you can go for the IPO, that is, or you can launch your company in stock exchange and collect from funds from the initial public offerings to the public. So it depends on what is your constitution and what are the funds requirement. There are several options available for the funding your expenditure or your requirement. Second, imagine an executive tells that there is some inconsistency between approved budget and actual expenditure and at department, and what should we do? There are some firstly you should follow the policies of your company, because there are strict rule in the company that your actual expenditure should not overrule the budgeted expenditure in any case. And if at all it is required to spend amount more than your budgeted allocation, then you can check whether there are surplus fund in any other budget head, and you can use that surplus from one budget head to other budget head. And you have to report your uh, management or executives accordingly that for this budgeted we have some surplus which we can use some emergency requirement in other budgeted. And also you can in your next meeting you can give detailed report why this emergency expenditure or spending is required in one budgeted, and get it approved from your management or executives. I think I have given you the appropriate inputs for your questions. Can we take next questions?
Thank you, ma'am, for your answer. Our next question is again from Lutrin. If you had to prepare several budget at the same time, how do you prioritize?
Several budget at the same time. Firstly, you have to prepare your business budget, because from there only you are getting money, and then only you can prepare how you are going to spend. So several budgets like what I understand from your question is you have to prepare your business budget, your home budget, your children budget, or for the budget you have to prepare for your travels or some tour budget, etc. So accordingly, you have to prepare different templates for each section, and then summarize all the templates in one Excel sheet so that you can get clear idea. In finance or in funding or budgeting, there is no prioritization. Like if you are not having sufficient income, you cannot plan or budget for the any heavy investment in assets, or you cannot plan for some extraordinary items. So you have to first recognize your income, and then only you can prepare different budgets accordingly. So the you have to first prepare your income budget. You have to first uh, took the surplus after all the fixed expenditure and the variable expenditure which you must spend, and then only with the surplus fund you can make budgets for your leisure expenses or expenses on your luxuries. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer, ma'am. Our next question is from Mark. What comes first, ma'am? Knowing your expenditure or the amount of money that you have income for the budget?
Okay, actually, budget is what we prepare for what we have. So, knowing your income is first. What is your knowing? What is your income and how you are going to spend it accordingly? Available, what available you are having available resources, and how you are going to spend. But for the future plans or for the planning your career, it is also important that what expenditure you expect in your life. So if you want to buy a new house, or if you want to if you are single and you are going to marry, and if your current income is not sufficient, then you can reverse calculate. First you will plan, prepare the budget for your expenditure, and then you can uh, plan how you can increase your income. Like are you going to change your job, or how you can generate more income from your businesses. So what is the purpose of preparing budget? Accordingly it will decide how you are going to go for the preparation.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer, ma'am. There is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity, and I thank audience also for patience hearing and asking the questions. I hope you have all your doubts get solved, and the finance is very interesting subject, and the budgeting is a very important part of your financial control. As I said, the preparation of the budget, one of the ultimate goal of the preparation of life is peace of mind. So financial budget or the preparation of budget will help us to attain that goal. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am. Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP Knowledge Seek is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seek is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure you presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching complete part 1, move to the next, which is the learning test passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course second to download your certificate. If failed, to retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching complete part 1, move to the next learning test, which is the passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail, to retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. We change a few processes for online live quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Visit www.eduigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button or given link, find the session name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on our official Facebook page and Google Street of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. People, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is, which of the following are not a use of Excel in business? Option 1, data management. Option 2, data tracking. Option 2 is the right answer. 69% people are right here. Our second question is, in Excel column are identified by the use of these. Option 1, letters. Option 2, numbers. Option 1 is the right answer. 79% people are right here. Our third question is, categorize of function which use in MS Excel. Option 1, number, edit, auto number, time. Option 2, logical, text, time, date, financial, math. Option 2 is the right answer. 68% people are right here in the leaderboard. Our fourth question is, in Excel, what is the use of formula bar in Excel? Option 1, used for entering formulas and or text. Option 2, used for nothing, it is a deco. Option 1 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. Our fifth question is, what type of people use version board to excel in their professions? Option 1 is four fingers, option 2 animals. Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our sixth question is, Excel follows the same basic order of dash that used in algebra. Option 1 placement, option 2 operations. Option 2 is the right answer. 95% people are right here. Our seventh question is, the change from manufacturing at home to the use of machines in factories was called the option 1 industrial revolution, option 2 cottage industry. Option 1 is the right answer. 95% people are right here. Our eighth question is, what would John use in Excel to change the order of worksheet in his workbook? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 67% people are right here. Our second last question of the session is, we can use all formulas of Excel in Word. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is, what is the use of count function in Excel? Option 1, to count the selected cell which contain text. Option 2, to count the selected cells which contain number. Option 2 is the right answer. 86% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in a top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in a top 10. Congratulations. Second, we will finalize the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz company certificate on official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz company certificate on official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say, properly feed your skill. Never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to goal, not a people of things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, I again want to thank all IGP Knowledge Seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.